MovieHolics!
What up guys, Kyler Wilson here, and today I'm going to talk to you about my favorite films from the year 2015. Now before you start pelting me with rocks because I didn't list certain movies, the simple fact of the matter is, I didn't see every movie released in 2015. So there might be some films that were released that are better than these movies, but these are the ones that I saw in the theaters, and that's why this is my top 10 list and not your top 10 list, so nah. So just to break that back down again, there were 32 films that we watched last year. The top 10 and the worst 10 are comprised of those 32 films. Again, there are probably other films that are worse and better than both these lists, but these are the ones that we saw. So, bam, let's go. Number 10 on my list is Chappie.
But Kyler,
Yes, troll.
people hated Chappie. It only gets 31% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes, I know, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. This is a Neil Blomkamp movie that really, in my opinion, gets a bad rap. At face value, it just looks like another Short Circuit ripoff. It's just about a machine gaining sentience. But at its core, it's about how impressionable youth can be in the formative years of their childhood. It stars Charlton Copley, Dev Patel, Hugh Jackman, and Sigourney Weaver. Yes, Dee Antwoord is in this movie. Yes, occasionally they come off very, very annoying, but I still love it. The CG also is the thing in this movie that is just absolutely brilliant. Most of the time, I was left wondering if what I was looking at was real or not. And that's good. If you haven't checked this movie out, don't let the other critics sway your decision here. Go check it out and tell me what you think. Number 9 on this list is Maggie. Arnold Schwarzenegger versus zombies. What more could you want? I kid, it's not about that at all. I will say in full disclosure that there is one thing in this movie that kind of makes the whole plot a little ridiculous. But if you can get past that one little thing, just get past that one thing, I promise you, you'll enjoy this film because it's really, really awesome. This is another one that at face value, you got Arnold Schwarzenegger, you got zombies. You think, what more could I possibly want? But that's not what this movie is about. This movie is about a father having to come to terms with the fact that his daughter is going to die. That is essentially what this movie is about. Yes, the zombie virus is in this film, but that's not what this movie is about. It's about her having an illness and her eventually changing, and he has to come to terms with that. And it was really, it was beautiful. If you're looking for a zombie film to watch, this is not your film. But if you're looking for a really touching story, then definitely take a look. This movie stars Arnold Schwarzenegger and Abigail Breslin, and both of them did an amazing, amazing job. Probably Arnold Schwarzenegger's best acting performance ever. On to number 8, we have a movie that I actually just only watched a couple days ago. The Final Girls. Now, on paper, this movie probably seems like a really stupid idea. But in execution, damn did I have a blast. This movie is about a girl who loses her mother, and her mother is an ex-scream queen from the 80s. One night while going to the theater with her friends to see this movie that her mother was in, a fire starts, they get sucked into the film. I know it sounds crazy, but bear with me. They get sucked into the film, and then they have to relive the moments of the movie. And this movie is really about that girl coming to terms with the fact that her mom's dead. If you think it sounds sad, it's because it is. Through the course of the film, she has to learn to let go of the sorrow and just hold on to the happy memory of her mom. And it's really, really good. This film stars a bunch of Comedy Central people, and at its core, it is a comedy. But I promise, there's enough serious stuff to really make it special. Go check this movie out. Now, number 7 is a movie that I truly thought was going to make it higher on the list. But alas, not every film can make the top 5. That movie is Mad Max: Fury Road. Now, most people who know me know that typically I'm not into a movie like this. I'm just not into movies where I feel like the good guy could have died 50 times at any given point in the film. That was not the case here, because they did it right. I actually felt danger in this. I was actually kind of wondering, like, are they gonna kill him? Are they gonna kill him? I'm not gonna tell you if he dies. You just have to watch a movie. For a movie to be able to do that nowadays, it's just so rare for me to feel like the hero's actually in danger. You look at all the Marvel films, for example, not one time am I ever scared for a superhero to die. I kind of felt like this guy could die in this film, so they did a great job of like building that suspense and making me believe it. So this movie stars Charlize Theron and Tom Hardy, and they did great, considering that there's probably a combined total of only 5 minutes of dialogue in the entire film. Sadly, I'm not sure that you can enjoy this movie quite as much at your home as you would have in theaters, but it's still going to be worth a watch. You should check it out. Now, number 6 on my list actually really surprised me. I would have not guessed that this would be in my top 10 movies of the year when I first saw the preview, because when I saw the preview, I was skeptical, let me tell you. That movie is The Martian. It stars Matt Damon, Jessica Chastain, Kristen Wiig, Jeff Daniels, Michael Pena, Sean Bean, Kate Mara, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Donald Glover, and if I keep listing off the actors that are in this film, this video is going to get very, very boring, so we're going to move on to the story. This movie is about a guy named Mark Watney who gets stranded on Mars, and he has to end up surviving there for quite some time until he can get rescued by his team. And I gotta say, they do a great job of making the science feel real. And a lot of the science is real. It even got the Neil deGrasse Tyson seal of approval, basically. So if you haven't checked this movie out yet, please do. You're gonna enjoy it. Now, maybe the biggest shocker on this list for anybody who's continued to watch this channel over the last few weeks is number 5, and believe it or not, that's Star Wars. I know you guys probably didn't even think I was gonna list Star Wars on this list, but at the end of the day, I'm still a child at heart, and I still did really like the film, even though I have, my problems with it. Really, my problems are, I only even mention them. I only even criticize the movie because I love Star Wars. So, it's a great film. You should definitely check it out. I'm not even going to waste my time talking about it because you all know what it's about at this point. You've probably all seen it at this point. You all know why it's good. So, that being said, if you haven't, go check it out. Moving on. Number 4, American Ultra. Now, I'm betting a lot of you didn't even see this film. A lot of you probably don't even know what the hell it is. And that's fine. It didn't get a whole lot of media coverage. But when I tell you it's one of the best Jason Bourne comedies I've ever seen, I ain't lying. It's like stoner comedy meets Jason Bourne, a spy flick. Something like that. It's amazing. So this movie stars Kristen Stewart and Jesse Eisenberg, and believe it or not, Kristen Stewart fucking kills it. And truly, if I'm being 100%, honest, everybody killed it in this film. Eisenberg was great. Connie Britton made an appearance. For all you Nashville fans out there, she made an appearance. She did awesome. The story basically follows Jesse Eisenberg as over the course of the film, he kind of realizes he's this Jason Bourne badass who's a total pothead. I mean, seriously, if that doesn't hook you, nothing will. The movie was awesome. The action was absolutely incredible. Go check it out. All right, we're down to the top 3. Down to the top 3. Up to the top 3. Down to the top 3. Down to the top 3. Up to the top 3. Down to the top 3. Creed. Call me crazy. Call me a boxing movie fanboy. I don't care. This movie's awesome. This is absolutely one of the best acted and best shot films that was released all year long. And I was shocked by that, by the way. Talk about being pleasantly surprised. When I saw the preview, I thought it looked good. I didn't expect the movie that it gave us, though. This movie was incredible. This movie stars, of course, Sylvester Stallone and then Michael B. Jordan, who plays Apollo Creed's son, who's got a chip on his shoulder. He wants Rocky to train him so that he can become the great big boxer, but he wants to do it on his own terms. He doesn't want to be known as Apollo Creed's son. That's the movie in a nutshell. Also, there's some emotional stuff that happens, but I can't really talk about it because I don't want to ruin it if you haven't seen it. Just watch the damn film. Now, is this movie predictable? Does it use the same boxing tropes or the same tropes that boxing movies use? Yes, absolutely. It's not like it's the most original story, but God, its execution is just brilliant. And at the end of the day, just because a movie is predictable doesn't mean that the movie isn't good. I mean, there's some of the most predictable movies out there, like The Martian, for example, was probably the most predictable film of the year. It still made this top 10 list. So there you go. The thing I liked about this movie most is I really felt like Stallone was writing a proper transfer of, passing the torch from Rocky to Creed's son, Adonis. And you'll just have to watch the movie to really get what I mean. It just felt like Stallone was finally going, you know what? I'm not doing Rocky anymore. Also, this was one of Stallone's absolute best performances he's ever given in his life. Ever. If you ain't watching Creed, it ain't okay with me. Alright, so the number 2 spot goes to a very low-budget sci-fi flick. Can anybody guess what it is? Ex Machina. This is the kind of film that I like the most. It makes me think, and I can see that it's an extremely well-executed independent film. Having a smaller budget than like your typical Hollywood film makes you get really creative really quickly, and this movie is an absolute love child of small budget and creativity. and I love it. It's about a guy who goes to a CEO's house to conduct a Turing test for AI, and I really cannot tell you any more about it because if I do, it'll start giving it away. You just need to go watch the film. It stars Domhnall Gleeson and Oscar Isaacs for those of you who love Star Wars. You got two of your Star Wars, stars there. So go check this movie out. Tell me I'm crazy and tell me that you don't love it because I think everybody, if they see this film, they give it a true shot, they're gonna really enjoy it. Okay, it's here. The coveted number 1 position. Drumroll, please. The Hateful Eight. I mean, was it any surprise, really? With as much as I praised this film after walking out of the theater, did anybody think it wasn't gonna be this? It's about a bounty hunter transporting a bounty who runs into another bounty hunter transporting some bounty who runs into the sheriff who runs into hell is basically it. This haberdashery. It's insane. And it turns into a basic, this like awesome murder mystery. And that's all I'm gonna tell you about it. You should go see it. You already know who stars in it. Samuel L., Kurt Russell, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Walter Goggins, Tim Roth, good God, Bruce Dern. Go check out the damn film. It's one of the best acted films that I've seen in a very long time. So, there you go. That's the number 1 spot. So, that's my top 10. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Have you seen all these movies or do you plan on seeing some of these movies? Make sure to let me know in the comments section below. If you disagree with me, definitely make sure to let me know in the comments section below. As always, guys, you can hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and SoundCloud. Go to MovieHolics.net, leave us some stuff there, check out the website and all that jazz, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks, guys, for watching, and that's it. Deuces.